Gestation YouTube series, week 34. Fears in pregnancy and labour.
You're 34 weeks, and what we're going to talk about today is starting to address some of your fears. So you're about to go through a massive experience. You know, you're going to go through labour, birth, and become parents. So it is a really big time for a lot of people where is normal for you to have fears and concerns about the next chapter of your life.
Absolutely. And I think fear is a healthy thing in pregnancy because it helps you sort out, these emotions and these feelings. And if you can process them, it helps you move forward and be clearer for the experience that you want. I think some of the most common fears we hear from couples we work with is that something will be wrong with the baby, that something will be wrong with the mum. A very common fear for dads is she going to cope? What happens if she loses the plot? Yeah, a common one from mum is what happens if I get really out of control, and also obviously about the pain. That's a very big one that women have. How am I going to cope with the pain? Another big one is, what about the system? Am I going to get railroaded in the system? Are there going to be interventions that I don't want? All those kind of things. And they're really normal fears, aren't
Absolutely.
they? And they're really important to talk about, address, and find some strategies to work with them, and having tools to work with your fears is really one of the most powerful things you can do, isn't it? I think pretending it's not going to happen and burying it, doesn't work well for women. And if you address it and let it go, then you can move forward.
Yeah, and if you don't address it during the pregnancy, it's certainly going to come up in the labour and really interfere with your ability to be vulnerable and to let go. If you are able to share it with your partner and your caregivers, if there's something in particular, then they can actually support that and be aware of that may come up for you, and just give that extra bit of support at that particular time if that's an issue.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, we always talk about focus on what you do want, not what you don't want. So deal with your fears, get them out the way, and then start to visualise and see the birth that you do want to experience.
To learn more, visit aboutbirth.com.au.